There we go. Hey, DC in the building, Bfam news. Well, it's official. Vegas is making a little money today on the Indiana Pacers. How's it going, Aunti Kris?
I'm good. I am blessed. I am happy to be here. Y'all know it's me from Make It Make Sense with Auntie. How y'all doing tonight?
Yo, what's up?
Mr. I see what you're doing. Is Agent Orange still president?
My man is on his soapbox every day. He elevating all the fucking time. He's showing out, man. I'm so proud of him.
Elevating.
So proud of him.
Elevating. The sheriff is back. Welcome back, Sheriff.
Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry. Hope you guys missed me last week. I missed y'all. We're going to have a great show. DC, let's rock this.
Yeah, you know why he's so happy. Indiana's up 22 right now.
That's it.
Might not be no screaming today because we're pretty sure that Game 7 is happening. Halliburton is not on the court. Carlisle made a very, very smart decision and benched him. I'm thinking that maybe he watched Get Money Sports this week and heard all of us saying that he should have benched him. He should be benched. He's hurt. He should have been benched. He shouldn't even have been benched.
No,
so Carlisle's still. I'm going to talk about that on Saturday. Don't worry about that. But right now, it's that time. How far will the U.S. government go to keep immigrants from crossing the border? Well, now I've heard it all. Let's listen out to the story from a reporter in Texas.
That's going to be good.
They have unleashed hundreds of alligators into the Rio Grande so they can catch immigrants trying to cross the river. It is not known who did it, but the fact is that there's now hundreds of alligators in the Rio Grande. And I didn't believe it at first, but I confirmed it by an article by Newsweek magazine. However you feel about immigration in this country, the lack of progress, the frustration that all Americans feel about lawmakers not making any progress on how to fix the problem. How do you feel about the fact that they're now putting alligators on the Rio Grande? Do you think that that would be inhumane for the alligators to be in that area so that they can eat immigrants trying to cross the border? Is it unethical? Is it inhumane for U.S. officials to use alligators in the Rio Grande to deter or murder a lot of immigrants trying to cross the Rio Grande into the United States?
All right. So we already know, at least I know from high school, I was taught about the Rio Grande. We were taught that it is specially built. It's got this, it's man-made. It's got this special undertone in it where it's extremely difficult to swim across. So now there was a report about 3 weeks ago about this convoy of military vehicles going up I-10 towards Mexico from Florida. And they didn't know what it was doing. Well, DC did some research, and you can find the stories anywhere. The United States government paid our National Guards to go get alligators out of Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas, and then went and dumped them in the Rio Grande. My only question is simple to the panel. Is this unethical? And
Yes, and petty and childish. I'm just saying, this makes it 100. I'm just saying, I'm speaking for my ancestors because I remember they said that's the alligators. I'm just saying, don't look at me like that, Mister. I see what you're doing. I'm just saying, somebody had to say it, so we ain't too far off from where we started from. And as we all heard, they taught me that history repeats itself. I think the selection poll has just slid to another group of people. So
Yep.
I mean, not being funny, but your turn. This is
Yep.
literally what we finna face.
And we're going to sandwich it. We'll go race by race. Sheriff from South Central Indiana, is it fair? Because, I mean, the main thing is Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas are all elated because you have saved lives of family members that own houses there. And it was tax free. And we could do immigrants now tax free. No man hours. We're not going to shoot them. If they take the chance to cross, it's their choice. Is this ethical or not?
You know, me personally, I ain't gonna try to cross that, but I think it is unethical because Auntie is right. It is petty, and why you want to jeopardize somebody's life? I don't know, just because of a border crosser. I don't know.
Mr. I see what you're doing. There's a new video out. It's a monthly subscription for $1. And all it is a cam that is set up right at the main crossing of the Rio Grande. Do you pay $1? Do Americans? I'm not going to ask you if you do because I already know you. You're not. Would Americans subscribe to this?
Absolutely.
100%.
If you were on the
100%.
interstate, if you're on the interstate to slow down to see if somebody died in a car accident, and you'll subscribe to see this shit. You feel me? It's
100%.
It's like going to see a gladiator game. Or something. You really want to see morbid. You want to see morbid shit. You feel me? And I mean, we know that.
I can see the government running the thing. I can see the government running the drone. Hey, by the way, to pay for this, we're going to set a drone up here that you guys can watch and see how great I'm making America. Watch how I do this. King.
Only fans for morbid.
Keep going, King.
Morbid shit for only fans for like morbid shit. Like you want to see somebody
exactly.
I mean, ain't that
just think about that
for killing people and shit? It's got to be the weirdest racist motherfucking innuendo in the fucking world. You feel me? Like if you ever gonna be racist, we know that shit happens. This here got to be like top of the fucking tier. Like this is horrible. I mean,
you got to think about, like he said, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There are millions and millions of Americans that pay every month to watch people have sex. Yeah. You don't think they'll watch to see if these gators are being deterred? I promise you they will.
Yeah.
The thing says 11:10. I think that means it's time for politics. It's Agent Orange time. Let's go.
Woo. Round and round. Go. Man, talk about a president that is looking out for everybody, especially our kids, up until they turn 18. So, if you want your child to have a mega account, which is a Trump account, the federal government would contribute $1,000 for each baby born between 2024 and 2028, and the parents can put up to $5,000 into the account, and the kid will be able to access that account at 18. You feel? It's such a beautiful thing that you cared about us so much, sir, that you would create a MAGA account. And the acronym for MAGA, just so we can be clear, is Money Accounts for Growth and Advancement. You have destroyed education. You have taken books out of libraries. You have shut down Job Corps centers. But you have created an account that is geared towards growth and advancement. My question is, advancement of what? Your bank account?
Let's go.
Hit.
We'll let the sheriff go first on this one. Sheriff, what you think?
You are so correct, King, about taking the books out of libraries. Books are being replaced with electronics, iPads, Chromebooks, whatever, and we're just we are corrupting the youth. We are setting the next generation up for failure. With all of this, this hits home really hard for me because I have all the young kids still at home, and they don't understand half the things that we did prior to them. And it's a joke. Oh, but back in your day or whatever. The education today is not as good as it was 5 years ago. Prior to COVID, COVID changed everything.
100%.
And I'm sorry, but I'd rather carry a book. I'd rather learn the old way versus how we're learning now, unfortunately.
Auntie?
Okay, so my thing is, how are they still wanting people to entrust them with funds and money to be placed into accounts when I've been placing funds and money into accounts that they telling me that's probably not going to be there for me in the next couple of years? So I'm gonna need somebody to make it make sense. What am I investing in for real? What money? And for that whole the acronym MAGA or whatever. So that's still Make America Great Again. Let's just say that without adding on the extra little letters to make it all fancy and adorable and cute. So I'm funding a campaign for what? Because my children probably won't see it. You're trying to make my children enlist in the military and go to the draft. So what are they going to do if they're 18 and have to be drafted? When are they going to spend this funds that you put in money into? I'm just saying, make it make sense for me.
And I actually, when I reply here, I want to play the video that went with this right here about the draft. So I'm going to play that draft video now.
Trump just announced a plan that could change life for every 18-year-old in America. In a surprising move, the president has signed an executive order requiring all young men and women to serve 4 years in the military when they turn 18. His reasoning? If we want to compete globally, we need a military as strong and prepared as other leading nations. Trump highlighted the importance of building a disciplined and resilient generation to safeguard America's future. Under this plan, individuals who can afford college or secure a full scholarship will be exempt, while others will be required to serve.
Shit,
so basically, what he's saying, if you dumb and broke, you got to go to war because we're going to war. Go ahead, King.
Listen, man.
King didn't see that message.
I had got two different stories right there because had I seen your video,
I know.
Let me explain something to you. First of all, when you say history repeats itself, absolutely fucking correct. Let's get. Oh shit. So
my bad.
But once again, you have told all of the poor people to go and defend the country so that the rich people can stay the fuck home and not have to go to war. Unfucking believable. I swear,
make sense.
Dear Republicans, this is my message to you. Great fucking job. You put somebody in the White House that don't give a damn about
Nobody. And then to answer Auntie's question about the money, keep it real, okay? When the draft came out, what was the most popular currency? Gold. When we struck gold, what was the most gold has always been here, people. Don't let your bankers drag you. If you do not have gold in your portfolio, and I don't mean you own some stock in gold, you have a piece of gold. This is a lighter, but you have a piece of gold. If you don't have gold, you're in trouble, bro. You're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Because gold will be this when all this Bitcoin shit goes away and it crashes. I'm not
natural resources, here they come.
All I do is make more money to buy more gold. Good luck finding where I'm putting it, but
I wish I had some gold bullion somewhere.
Just gold, anything. You can melt it later. It doesn't matter what it is.
Really, yeah.
That's right. I'll go, and I know this sounds. I know it sounds petty, but it's to this point right now. And if I'm doing it, you should be doing it too, because I'm not poor. When I go and my girl wants to go to Goodwill, the first place I go is to the plates. Look for those gold-plated plates that people are throwing away for a quarter. That's gold on those, and Goodwill doesn't know. They just think it's a silver plate, man.
They don't care.
Yeah, if it's got gold on it, that's not paint. That is gold.
Gold.
Right.
All right, King. Let's go to the next story, King.
Yes, sir. Woo, man! I thought we lived in a country where we were free. You feel me? But I do remember when Barack Obama said that most Americans are not able to think for themselves, so they need someone to think for them. Per us having the Congress and the Senate and government officials and all that shit right there, right? But to go along with what Trump has already done with his bans, he decided to add 36 more bans. And most of them are 25 of the 36 are on African cities. The other 12 were like European. I don't know what the fucking beef is with Europe and Africa, but 25 of them were for African countries, which he just brought Afrikaners from South Africa to America. And now you have they're telling you where you can go and when you can go and how you can go. Just fucking amazing. Feel like a kid in daycare.
In my first term, my powerful travel restrictions were one of our most successful policies, and they were a key part of preventing major foreign terror attacks on American soil. We will not let what happened in Europe happen to America. That's why on my first day back in office, I directed the Secretary of State to perform a security review of high-risk regions and make recommendations for where restrictions should be imposed. Among the national security threats, their analysis considered are the large-scale presence of terrorists, failure to cooperate on visa security, inability to verify travelers' identities, inadequate record-keeping of criminal histories, and persistently high rates of illegal visa overstays, and other things. Very simply, we cannot have open migration from any country where we cannot safely and reliably vet and screen those who seek to enter the United States. That is why today I am signing a new executive order placing travel restrictions on countries including Yemen, Somalia, Haiti, Libya, and numerous others. The strength of the restrictions we're applying depends on the severity of the threat.
Oh, shit.
So I'll just update this story as of this morning. There are 42 countries that you use your visa to go to. Let's just say you're from Yemen and you want to go back to the homeland to pray, and you've been every year. Well, if you go this year, that visa is not going to let you back because Yemen will not comply with Agent Orange. Auntie, make this make sense.
Well, separation. I can see us coming. I can see us becoming instigating World War III. I really do. I see it happening because he is really like trying to bully people. And it's one thing to have an opinion, to want to make America great again in your mindset or whatever, if that's how you truly feel. But to try to bully a whole world into going along with your insanity is wild. Again, I'm gonna tell everybody to go read The American Dream. If you actually go and read that story, that book, you will see exactly what is playing out. The difference is he has the ability to do it on technology, and he has a widespread platform that he's able to do it on now. It's just being done. He's only doing what's been done before him. And now they just have the technology to back it. Now he's literally doing exactly what they had written down in the plans from always before. Nobody was able to get it right. So with every new whoever get in there, they just gonna keep doing it till they figure they got it right. Now he got technology and money to back his idea and his plan. So we're gonna just have to see how it play out. Seriously.
100% right. There, Sheriff, chime in. You're muted, bro.
I apologize about that. Sorry about that. You know, you're right. You know, he's just not with just this, but like with the Iran, he is flirting really, really hard with just everything. He is putting a big bullseye on the United States. You know, everybody already hates us as it is, and he's just making it worse.
So, King, I see you shaking your head, so I'll put my 2 cents on that and say if I'm closer to what you think. We're not going to war. He's going to declare war. We're not going to war, though. We already know, if you guys were all around, I believe you all were here for Afghanistan. Afghanistan took 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that doesn't mean we're not there, and we're not going back, and we're not at war somewhere. But I'm talking about when we declare war and end war. That Afghanistan took 7 years, and how long is his term again? Oh, it's only 3. I promise you, we're going to go to war, right before his election ends, because you can't change presidents during a war. King, elaborate. Hold on, King first. King.
So what you end up running into is this right here. It's definitely another form of deportation. You either stay here, or if you go home, Jamaica, wherever the fuck it is, like DC said, if you go over there, you might as well go the fuck over there and stay, because you can't come back here.
Yeah, your visa gets canceled.
Book a one-way trip.
Right, it is. It's definitely a one-way trip. But now you gotta also remember this here. You brought African nerds into this motherfucker, man, from a place that you say got terrorists and shit. You brought them in here, and you gave them like you say Biden did. You gave them money and houses and all that type of shit right there. You feel me? Because they were being tortured and all that shit in Africa, and them people were saying that shit wasn't happening to us. I've even seen stories where some of them people say, "I want to go the fuck back home, bro. I don't like this shit over here." Get it? But I mean, at the end of the day, you picking fights with motherfuckers who don't even care to fight with you. You feel me? Like,
so at least we know he did that now, though, King.
Yeah.
I'll bet you he put a bulletin out over in South Africa and said, "Hey," he sent an email to everybody that owns a visa to come to America. "Hey, if you want to come now because your visas are fit."
Right, you
to be
can't
expired because I'm taking South Africa on list. Because all the places where they came from, those are all naughty places now. So now we know why he took those people. Yeah, but they took the choice.
Yeah.
They thought the grass was greener.
Yeah.
It's about that. Play that music. Oh, I love this man just as much as I love Agent Orange. Governor Ron DeSantis.
My guy.
Flexing them muscles. He knows that he's got the power of Trump behind him. Listen to what this motherfucker says you get to do. And hey, pay attention. Just because it's fucked up doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay? Pay attention.
Second Amendment summer tax holiday. So from Memorial Day till the 4th of July, you can get your ammunition, your firearms, and your accoutrements tax-free.
Tax-free, baby. Let me play that one more time, just to make sure everybody heard that.
We are unveiling the Second Amendment summer tax holiday. So from Memorial Day till the 4th of July, you can get your ammunition, your firearms, and your accoutrements tax-free in the state of Florida.
Did you hear that? If you've got a Florida driver's license, if you can shoot with it, it's tax-free.
Yes, sir.
Sheriff, what happens when everybody in the state has a gun?
Listen, I had a Florida license for a couple of years, and they're all about that tax.
Can I borrow it?
Well, I'm back to Indiana now, but it's gonna be chaos. And you know what? They're all, Florida is all about that tax-free everything. They do the tax-free for the school year. They do now this.
This is not about school. It's about guns. This is way different than kids.
No, it's widespread. Florida just loves the tax-free. They don't even have state taxes. you know. So,
all right, Auntie, make this make sense before King just completely fucks it all up. Gets his
Just
man.
mentions it and just the takes us apart. Well, you know, we don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he do because they can't really make it make sense down here. It's amazing how they just steady giving all these tax free taxes, tax all, tax this, tax that. Instead, it's just free, but nobody's paying attention. There is nothing that's a necessity for life. Food prices are steady going up, but you gonna tell me that I can go get some taxes off on a damn gun? What you want me to go hunt my own animal?
Right.
Is that what we're
Yes,
doing now?
yes,
I
that's
mean,
exactly what
I
they
do
want you
know
to
that
do.
too. Well, I do know that too, and I believe that's enough. I'm gonna do a story on that myself on my show. What I believe that they're pushing everybody to, but yeah, I just feel like it's insane. Like some of the decisions that we have put in the power of some of these people. And it's basically literally how I look at it, as somebody literally just took a book and had like a bunch of wishes wrote down as they've been growing up their whole life. And now they have a little bit of power. They're literally like checking them off, just like, oh, I can do this now. Like, bam, I got it. So I mean, I think it is a joke. I don't.
King, go ahead and say his name because I know you. I know there's a time we couldn't say his name.
Okay, hey, I did Governor Ron DeSantis.
I love the
Well,
way he says his name.
Here
I
we
just
go.
love the way he says his name.
Hey, listen, man. This shit, it's total chaos and it's total fucking bullshit. First of all, let's address one of the elephants in the room. You don't even have to have a concealed weapons permit or a gun permit to carry a gun down this motherfucker. So now you went and you concerned about that shit, but we got 21-year-olds and shit down here killing each other. And you just told all of them they can go get ammunition and guns and all that shit tax free. You feel me? And not even that shit right now.
They're gonna be good.
Some of the ones that you're talking about, that don't have criminal records or felons, gonna go buy guns for their motherfucking friends. Now everybody in the streets with guns like we in the fucking Western. So I'm gonna go out and get me a cowboy hat and a fucking horse and I'm gonna ride around. And I'm gonna do it that way because we in the old West now. You feel me? This shit.
I totally agree.
hey, listen, I'll send you my cowboy hat and I'll send you my sheriff's badge.
Yes, sir. It's going to reverse. Might as well go ahead and sign up to be a U.S. Marshal and shit, because that may be the job that's needed. Besides the fact that
basically, I think Florida is going to be the first state to not have a police department. They'll be there, but they'll just be talking to you on the. Hey, we just want to tell you the people that shot that guy that came in their house last night. Great job. Yeah. Great job. That's what the police are going to do from now on down there. I just think they're there to guide you to go fuck some shit up. Oh, by the way, your neighbor's got tomatoes and chickens. You ain't got no money for no food. It's tax-free week, man. Come down and get you a 6-pack of bullets and go get you some chickens, motherfuckers. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you on the front. I'm gonna leave you on the glass out front.
100%. You know what? We gotta get out of all this busyness. There's got to be some good news over in the e-news. Let's get Auntie in here. There's not. There's not.
Oh wow.
What's up? This is your girl Auntie, and I am here with the e-news tonight. I have a couple of stories for you. In my first story, this man, I don't know. I mean, I'd be so happy and excited for him. And then it's always somebody come and hit you with some news. Just recently, this man has been all over the news with a #1 movie. So if you caught the movie Straw, if you haven't caught the movie Straw, it's definitely a must go watch with Miss Taraji P. Henson, but our boy Tyler Perry. You can go ahead and show the video.
$260 million over sexual assault claims, which he denies. The lawsuit was filed late last week by Derek Dixon, an actor in Perry's show, The Oval. Dixon claims Perry promised, quote, career advancement and opportunities only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation. In response, Perry's attorney says the claims are fabricated and a scam.
All right, now, so I know that we always see this, we see it so much. I just saw there's another suit as well. Wait a minute, it's like it's gonna rain. Y'all caught me? Okay. Look like the rain trying to come back on me. But once again, Mr. Tyler Perry has found himself in the middle of some mess. Um, one of the actors, and I know we see this is so common all the time. Me personally, I'm a Tyler Perry fan. I am. But my thing is I don't know what to believe because now all of a sudden it's just like this movie just hit #1, and all of a sudden now, bam, the very next week you hit him with a lawsuit that your career was supposed to advance and it didn't, and now you've been harassed and touched on by Tyler for all these whatever number of years. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Uh, as a owner, man, people always ask me, how come you're not going further, DC? Why are you just staying where you are? And I'll tell you why. And by the way, this is not happening, but I'm going to use the sheriff as an example. The sheriff has come to my town before, and if he was coming here and didn't get a hotel room, I would definitely let him and his wife stay in one of my rooms. No problem. Piece of cake.
Right.
All right. Now, let's just say the sheriff and I get in an argument 2 or 3 years down the road, he can decide to say for career advancement that I made a sexual advance again while he was in my fucking house. That's why I don't want to do nothing else. And fuck all you motherfuckers. Go ahead, sheriff, chime in. No, I'm playing. Tyler Perry's rich. He's building more studios. Of course, he's in the news. And if you don't do, Tyler Perry's going to pay the guy off. He's going to get his little money. This is just the way the world works. Sheriff.
I agree. I feel bad for him because, all the actors and people that are wealthy, it's like a get rich quick scheme.
Facts.
That's what this is. And Tyler Perry's, the only thing he cares about is making people happy and laugh.
No, he cares about money. He cares about money.
I mean, he cares about money,
Yeah,
but that's why he does it though. He genuinely does care about all that, and I feel bad for him. You're right. He'll pay off whoever. He'll give him a settlement and then sweep it under the rug.
Sounds good.
See, that's my problem. As the boss of Bfam, I'm not paying you off, motherfucker. We're going to the parking lot. If you really think you're owed the money, let's go. You beat my ass, you get your settlement. That's the only way it's going down. I'm not settling for shit. Because I know Tyler and I know Rodney, his brother. If Rodney found out that Tyler made a sexual advance at another man, Rodney would beat his ass. And Rodney is the older brother and still living. So don't get that fucked up. King, Tyler Perry, is he in trouble?
Hell yeah, he in trouble. Listen, man. The game that, and I hope y'all listen, and I hope you listen. Because I'm the type of dude, man, that put my email in the inbox so you can't see me about this shit. But listen, he did what dude said he did. Now, dude went for the banana peel. He went for the banana in the tailpipe for sure. You feel me? But I mean, shit. And if you made a decision, you shit, you know what I'm saying? You crazy because I'm talking about a lot of motherfuckers. You tell a kid if you do this, I give you a cookie and shit, and the kid go do it, and then you don't give him the cookie and shit like that. That's what the fuck happening right now, right? He said, I advance your career if you do this type of shit. I mean, he hanging out with it and shit, and I'm talking about now everybody been taught how to manipulate a motherfucker to get what they want. He in Atlanta where R. Kelly known was that, so I mean, we can go by the circle that he hang in. He hang with Oprah and all the motherfuckers right there, and this shit going on. So let's just keep it a fuck. You feel me? His buddy telling the whole truth. Maybe not. Did some shit happen? I think so. He's just feeling like, now you just had another #1 move, and I still can't get my fucking money. But I mean, did some shit happen?
Right.
Is he gonna pay him off? Absolutely, he's gonna pay him off. He's gonna be quiet. You feel me? But he just ain't get the check in the mail yet. That's what the fuck happened.
But do you think that that's gonna mess up his career with him?
Absolutely not.
Oops, my bad.
No, you're not. Listen,
No.
you're not gonna mess it up because I mean Weinstein and all them boys, the LA
I think
shit.
it's stronger, actually.
They probably gonna fly him out of LA shit. If Tyler did it to him, we can definitely
100%.
get fantastic shit from out here.
He's probably reading for another movie tomorrow, and Tyler's gonna get a massage in the morning. No big deal. The settlement probably won't even be news. What's our second story, Auntie?
I'm so sorry. All right, so we're gonna go from the smiles like I normally do, but we are going to keep the smile. So this one here is one that touched my heart because y'all know, if you know me, I'm a cook. I love to cook, but we are saddened by the loss of my girl Amberell. And if you actually are into the cooking show, we lost her the other day. Tuesday. And my thing is with her is like she had literally just completed her she wanted to be a comedian. So that Monday, I think it was Monday night, she went out and actually did her comedy show, the one thing she wanted to do in life. And the next day, she was found that she passed away. So DC, you can go ahead and show the video.
That was a terrible.
All right, so my thing is a terrible. Well, I didn't, I mean, they didn't get in detail. I guess because soon, huh?
It ain't your fault. I know one thing, like the Amber with the comedian thing. They say when we know when we're alive and we know we're gonna die. Obviously, if you get shot, you don't know because that's not actually planned. But when you're ill and you know you're gonna die, you do something off a bucket list.
Right.
And she went to New York City and did an improv that night, and everybody said she was awesome. And then she died in her sleep that morning.
Right.
It reminds me of how my mom died. I made this, what she called a disgusting sandwich. It was peanut butter, bologna, and cheese, but it had all 4 food groups in it. And I thought I was like cutting corners. It didn't taste that bad. And yeah, I was poor. Fuck y'all. But when my mom was on her deathbed, stage 4 cancer, she goes, Dave, go make me one of them peanut butter, bologna, cheese sandwiches. And at that moment right there, I knew she was going to die. She died that morning.
Oh,
listen. So, yeah. Cool shit like that. So those are the stories I remember. And like when I think about Ann Burrell, we all knew in her cooking shows that she was comedic. She was comedic. So I get it. She knew she got her doctor's report and she didn't tell nobody. She knew she about to go, got up on stage and went, man. That's how I want to go.
She went out on her terms.
I feel that. So I do.
Yeah.
Right. So I do want to say condolences to the whole Food Network family, her family. Because definitely I was a tuned in fan. I love to watch her go out there and beat Bobby Flay and all the different shows that she did. It always she always kept a smile on your face. She always made you laugh. So that was something that was troubling this week, kind of in light of all the BS going on. And while I'm on here, if y'all missed my show, y'all need to go check it out. I had me a TikTok viral. What does the people call? What they call DC?
Viral sensation. And this girl, it was a lesbian relationship, and she got hurt. And that was in the show. We found out she was the man side of the family. She's not a man, but every relationship has man duties and girl. You know what I'm saying? And she had the male responsibilities in a heterosexual relationship. If it was like that. And she got duped by a girl who went back to her baby daddy, and she flipped out and turned the house upside down. Yeah. Well, we had her on the show today, and Bfam did very well, and we want to thank Auntie for reaching out because the girl said yes.
Yes, sir.
Listen, cool and the video that I did for her before I got on here is at 30. I think it's 3,800 views right now from this girl, and I think she was doing a live a little while ago, but I don't know. But yeah, it's wild. Y'all go look at it.
Cool. All right, that music's coming again. DC knows that everyone loves sex whether they want to admit it or not. But what happens if you're a Catholic priest and you don't pay for services on your extracurricular time and the pimp comes a calling?
While you a man to walk up to an altar in the middle of mass in front of about 100 people and punch a bishop in the face. The whole thing is as puzzling as it is disturbing, but parishioners say the violence will not shake their faith.
May Almighty God have mercy.
The prayers of Bishop Manuel Cruz were cut short Saturday when a man dressed in a white coat with matching hat saunters to the altar and punches him in the mouth.
So I went out and I said, officer, grab him. Stop him, stop him. But I couldn't scream. I wanted to scream, Bishop, drop your, go down. But I couldn't. I was just too rapidly.
Besides about 100 parishioners inside, police officers were also patrolling and immediately arrested Charles Miller, who's now charged with assault. Miller is known throughout the neighborhood and showed up about a half an hour early to Saturday's mass, driving a pink Cadillac. The violence of one man could not shake the faith of these churchgoers. 8-year-old Sophia Padin, who was baptized by the bishop, was in mass Saturday and later sent this handwritten note to the bishop saying, "I pray for you and send hugs and kisses for a fast recovery. I also pray for the man that hurt you."
All I can say is, bitch better have my money. Come on now, Sheriff, why do you think they had to point out that the 8-year-old wrote a letter to the bishop? Why do they have to do that?
You know, because that 8-year-old is probably a victim.
Oh, I didn't go that route. Hey, I didn't go that route, but you know what that 8-year-old does? It covers up the story. Bishop Franklin was getting pussy on the side street, and he didn't pay his pimp. That wasn't a man walking in. That man walked in with a cop. That cop probably getting coochie on the side too. King, what did you see?
I saw a man getting corrected by God. I saw a man getting corrected by God. You feel me? Because you a priest and shit. I mean, you should have a wife if you're gonna be doing that. But if you go out to get some strange, and you go out and get some strange, and your credit card it don't have no money on it, shit, I'm coming to get my money too.
Me too. I don't care if you're a man.
Punch in the face, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna sit front row and let you know I'm in that mode. So the service is gonna be wrecked at this particular point, because you know as soon as you get a benediction, you're acting right then. You feel me? Because I know that God's house is not a building, so we're gonna get busy in this building. You feel me? That's how that works. I mean,
it was just so happened to be caught on camera.
So
yeah,
the letter was to save his reputation, but let's just keep it a buck.
Nah, his reputation shot.
This Catholic shit gotta stop, bro. Come on, man. Listen, how many years in a row is the Catholic Church gonna get a black eye? How many?
I'm just saying.
Always.
Look, here's the thing, fellas. If you're gonna go ahead and cheat on your wife with a prostitute, just pay her. Just pay her. Pimping has been around for so long. If you don't pay the pimp guy, you can't call him and say, "Can I get a payment plan?" You're fitting to get your bitch. You're fitting to get hurt. Auntie, make this make sense quickly.
All I know is shout out to the pimp, or we gonna call him the collector. Right, because all I know, he did go in and do God's work. He just went in and laid hands. Yeah. So my whole thing is, listen, he made it make sense. He really did. Like, bitch better have my money. No, nigga, you better have my money.
He should have.
I don't know. God is not pleased. I'm just saying, God is not pleased at this point. Listen, they just took you in the mood.
Next time, get collection plate, man. Just grab the collection plate. It's enough money collection plate for you.
I'll tell you.
No,
just you know why that pimp went in there and did that? There's one reason why. Because there was other people in there. No, there was other people in that parishioners that use his services. That now know you better pay me. You could be the fucking bishop. I will beat your ass.
I need my.
He was talking to the rest of the bishops. That's what it was. That was a message for the rest of the bishops that was using the
service. Everybody, I ain't fucking around.
Did you hear the one dude say he was hollering at the bishop? Hey man, look.
Get down.
He's trying to notify him, bro. Big dog in here coming to get his money. They probably was together that night.
I told him to get down. All right, it's time for sports. Let's get down with some sports, baby.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the sheriff from South Central Indiana. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Thanks for watching Bfam News. So we're going to start off with the first story. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. The state of Florida, man, they own the Stanley Cup between Florida and Tampa in the last 5 years. DC, roll that video. Florida Panthers are back-to-back champions, beat the Edmonton Oilers. Sam Bennett is the MVP. The Florida Panthers, what an amazing story this is, really, because, outside of anything else, Florida doesn't have anything going on. Tom Brady's not in Tampa no more. So I think the state of Florida, other than the Tampa Bay Lightning, this is what they got right now.
King, how do all these Florida teams keep winning on when there's no fucking ice in Florida?
So we got beaches down here. We got beaches and shit. We got bikinis 11 out of 12 months of the year.
What's it got to do with hockey, man? I mean, could you please tell these people up in Michigan that are freezing their ass off all year playing on real ice? How the fuck are you guys playing better hockey with no ice to practice on except for inside?
Because when you go inside the hockey rink, it's cold. When you go to fuck outside, it's cold.
Fuck Canada.
Go back outside to kick it. We back outside we on brunch. We outside brunch Sunday and shit. Them people live by the beach, man. They get to go on cruises and shit after this shit. They get yachts and all that. They get to play golf and shit all year long. The golf course ain't fucking frozen over and shit like that. Ain't no ice skating down this motherfucker. What I'm talking about, most of them that play down here came from teams up north. You got to remember.
Roller skating.
So Anthony King says that to make it make sense, the Florida teams are better because they don't have to put up with the bullshit of snow when they're not playing hockey.
I can kind of agree with that, but I want to disagree with the sheriff. Don't you ever say Florida ain't got nothing going on. Florida always got something going on, baby. Auntie in the building, baby. The auntie is here. I see what you do.
That ain't how that works. I mean, you was like, what do you really have going on other than Tom Brady not being in town?
See, Sheriff, you see why DeSantis is giving them bullets for free this weekend? They just riled up down in Florida. You don't fuck around. Auntie might not even play a sport, but don't you tell her it's boring down in Florida. They'll fuck you up, man.
Well, no, I'm not saying Florida's boring. I'm just saying their sports teams got nothing going on.
Too late, buddy. Too late. You made the list now. All right, what's the second story, baby? You want to say anything King? You can piss them both off at the same time?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. So what a Father's Day we had last Sunday. U.S. Open, we crowned a brand new champion. CJ Spawn, in my opinion, one of the best putts I've ever seen. You be the judge. 64 feet. He needed two putts.
Need to make it. 2 putts.
In the ring. So, after seeing that 64-yard punt in the rain, in the elements, is that one of the greatest putts you've ever seen? Under pressure?
No.
No pressure.
Now, only reason why is this: he could make that in 2. And the one thing that I know about rain is rain helps the putting course. When you got your putter out, all those hills and valleys and dips and downs, when it's raining, water holds a true line. So when it's raining, you can watch the water dripping on the green and watch it go. So it's a lot easier to read a green. If it starts raining, dude, the putting green makes it so much easier to putt. And these guys are champions. Like the hardest putting is on hot, dry days where you can't read the greens. So all he had to do is get it close, and he knew that. The best part about it was the baby in the wife's arm.
Yes.
Everybody jumping around. Baby's like, "What the fuck going on here, man?"
Right, what's that? Y'all jumping.
Still a great
King,
putt.
what do you think? It was a great putt, but I don't know about pressure.
It was a great putt, but there wasn't no pressure to it. I mean,
Yeah.
If it was one,
His name's not Rory.
If he had one putt, that'd have been different. But he had, like DC said, he had two. All he had to do was get close on one, and he was still gonna win. You feel me? When you know that, bro, you could take a chance. That's like, case in point. Indiana up by 70. Anybody can come out and shoot the ball and shit and miss it if you and they'll be like, and if you happen to hit a half court shot, they'd be like, that's one of the greatest shots in the world. No, it wasn't. He didn't have it. He threw the fucking ball up and it dropped in the net. So, I mean, good putt. Great putt. Nah, because I mean, shit, it wasn't no pressure to that. It wasn't no pressure behind that. He had two shots to get it. He had two motherfucking putts to win it. If he would have putted that motherfucker and had one and missed it, then we'll be saying he blew his shit.
Oh, if that was a one putt to win, that was definitely one of the greatest putts I've ever seen.
Time for two.
You got to also remember another thing. CJ was definitely on the climb up, and the guy that he beat was on the decline. That guy bogeyed that hole. So he actually had 3 shots to go, because if you tie, you play the same hole again.
Right.
And he would have had an advantage there. So I would say pressure-wise, nothing. Anthony, what'd you see? Anything?
You know me, I'm not really into it. I just seen the ball roll across grass. I don't.
You saw the ball roll across the grass.
All right, and we're to our last story here. You know, you don't have to understand that. It makes sense. It goes in the hole. All right, before I give you this last story, I'm gonna warn you and tell you that's a good idea. But I'm also gonna warn you about it. It's a very good idea to invest in this next thing you're gonna see here. It is a very bad idea to invest by paying a monthly bill with what's going on right here. The Trump family have launched their very own cell phone service, which you know DC does not like this man, but I do like being the guy that makes money on stocks. Let's look in and see just how DC is going to make his next little chunk of money. Thanks to Donald Trump and the Trumps.
Away. They're saying that Trump Mobile might give iPhones and Samsungs a run for their money. So the Trump family has just announced that they're dropping a cell phone called the T1. You know what that means, right? Trump One. The Make America Great Again phone. And that T1 is going to be $499 with a cellular phone plan of $47.50, I think. And that plan comes with call, text, unlimited internet, and all of that, like I said, for $47. Where you getting that at? That's what they asked. They're saying that this phone is going to be way better than the iPhone, way better than the Galaxy, way better than any phone that you're using for a small amount of money. I guess they're saying that these other phone services are ripping us off, so they want to provide something new. But what do you think? Are y'all dropping your iPhones? Y'all dropping them droids to get your T1? A Make America Great Again phone? That's what I want to know. That's my question. I got me an iPhone and I have me a Samsung, and I don't think I'm letting them go, but I want to know what y'all doing. Are you getting a new Trump phone? His family put it out so y'all can copy it. Are you copying it? And it's gold. His favorite color. Let me know if you copying that.
All right. Let's see. Let's start with Auntie, because Auntie makes everything make sense. Auntie, are you getting? Number one, we won't ask you the cost, but do you pay more than $47 a month right now for your cell phone?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
Are you going to go ahead and did you pay more than $499 for your cell phone? You did.
Maybe not.
I know what you have.
No.
I mean, maybe by the month or by signing up, you got it for free, but you saw the cost of it. It was definitely more than $499.
Yeah, but so first of all, I don't do iPhone. I hate iPhone. But number two, what I'm not finna do and won't never do, I am not going to allow somebody to sucker me in legally allowing him to wiretap my phone and to tell me exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and who I'm doing it. I'm already can't get rid of Siri and the other hoes. Now you gonna tell me that Trump finna listen into what I'm doing, and
Just
I'm gonna
call
have to
Siri
listen
a
to
hoe.
that aggravating voice of his, right?
Oh my God.
Absolutely hell no. Hell no. And anybody that follow along with this, I don't give a damn. That one was the one right there. That's the one. Oh, that's the one. Trump gonna come up with a phone. You can't come up with a plan for me, but you can come up with a phone. You can come up with all this other stuff. But now you making money off of everything that we going through. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope.
All right, King.
I'm just blown away. And he put 47 on that motherfucker. Like,
you hear me?
No, wait, King. He also made it gold. We know the stereotype. We saw who he paid to. Don't think that guy didn't get paid to do that advertisement by a Trump person.
Of course.
That was a specifically picked out African American young man.
To black people, because
black people love gold, right? We all love gold chains, right?
I do not like
feel all the time. But let me clear something up for you. I don't give a damn about no T1 or no gold phone. I don't even the phones I get out of the store not on motherfucking be gold. You feel me? They cost the price of gold, but they ain't motherfucking gold. I mean, shit. If you want to listen in, shit, I got a whole bunch of devices now that you motherfucker listening to. You feel me? Like, we know you tapping this motherfucker. I mean, hell, I be on here. I'm on here, and I'm talking about if a drone fly off my motherfucking car, I know you tap my motherfucking phone. I can hear you fucking when I'm on the phone talking in the phone. It sounds like we on the conference call. And this motherfucker, so yeah, no, we won't be black people, American people. Sit this motherfucker out. Don't do this one. Now it's a lot of shit that's done, but don't do this one. I'll say this here. The motherfucking what's the jet that they use when they getting ready to go to war? That motherfucker landing in DC. They're supposed to be able to survive a nuclear blast. If that motherfucker landing in DC, this particular phone should not be the motherfucking shit that you worry about right now. It's not the way we're going to fucking T1.
So Sheriff, you're a dad. We're going to just say you are Donald Trump, and you got a son, and you do have a son, and you're like, son, the company I want you to go ahead and build up is a cellular company. I'm giving you all the power. Does Donald Trump's son make this company successful?
Know why?
I'm listening.
The name, Trump.
I say all three of y'all crazy as hell. I'm going to tell you why. This right here is the latest and greatest. I got this thing through T-Mobile. It's called a Flex Plan. Basically, I lease my phone. When I'm ready to get the next one, as long as this bitch ain't cracked, I can walk in, give them this one, and pick out the next one and walk out with it. I pay like $23 or $24 a month to lease a phone. Okay, this current phone right here, which is the latest, greatest Android, is $1,024. You're going to offer me a gold phone, which I guarantee you, I said this earlier for a reason. There's going to be some minute piece of gold in that phone.
It's a good
that
business,
gold outside is just not okay. I'm telling you, this is going to take off. I'm never wrong about money.
It's a good
This is
business
going to
move.
take off so fast. Everybody's going to want to have that gold fucking phone.
But you got to bounce.
You know why I know this? Watch. You know what a Stanley is? What's a Stanley,
Yes,
King?
that little
What's a
fucking
Stanley?
that when they sell
Exactly. That's the bullshit. A Stanley is a tool that was made in 1941. And some cup company came out, not Stanley, and put Stanley in a fucking cup, and now it's rich. Everybody has to have one.
But wait, I'm not into sports like that. But the Stanley Cup was actually that cup that they give. What is it in the racing that they had? And Stanley was a sponsor. And then because somebody used it to do something, that's how that Stanley stuff became big. And then somebody did it. But yeah, so that actually came from the whole sports. But I'm still not investing in the phone because if I go to war, if I get blowed the hell up, somebody in the near future is gonna find my phone dug in the ground. They're gonna have a piece of gold, and my ass still ain't got nothing but somebody that heard me talking on the phone. I'm not investing in the phone. If he want to hit me, he can hit me through this good old Motorola.
I invest in that motherfucker. I invest in the phone concept itself, but I'm not gonna use that motherfucker.
I'm getting one. I mean, what do we know? What do we know that Trump's doing right now for positive? He is taking care of his own. Oh no, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's gonna listen to my conversation. I'm fine with that. But you know what? If I die and I have his phone in my pocket and you don't, I think he's gonna save me first.
You should probably.
Because I like him just because he thinks I support him because I got a gold phone.
You gotta be careful about that though, man.
Or because he's gonna be like Mr. Krabs and he want his gold back.
Right,
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know.
You gotta use their cell towers. You gotta use AT&T and Verizon on cell towers. You just talk shit about.
Oh no, see that's the thing too, though.
You gotta use their cell towers.
This T1, this is the funniest part about the T1. They partnered up with all three of the big three. They went with T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. So if you get a T1, you ain't even got to switch your carrier. They all partnered with him. All of them.
You get a T1 and SpaceLink at the same time. This shit out
here. Oh, so you said monopoly. That's what you said, monopoly.
Exactly.
That's what you said.
The T1 will control AT&T, T-Mobile, and yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, before I'm gonna share something in from my other phone in this chat right here. They found an orb, man. That shit, that was crazy. Listen, that fucking they found it in Mexico where they had right outside of where they had put the goddamn alligators in the Rio Grande.
Show it, share it in the Bfam news post. Hey,
yes,
this is DC, Auntie, and Mr. King, and for Sheriff, we'll see you next week at 11 o'clock. Bfam News.
Yes,
Go Pacers.
Ooh.